The author of today's verse is believed to be Jeremiah, who had been crying out to the Lord for mercy because of the things he had seen happen to his nation, Israel. There was so much calamity. Their land had been stolen and left in ruins. Children had been left fatherless. Men had been shamed and hanged. Wives were widowed, and daughters were raped. Our hearts are sad. Instead of dancing, we mourn. We feel sick all over and can't even see straight. Lamentations, chapter 5, verses 15 through 17, Contemporary English Version. Carrying the grief of his people, the prophet cried out in bitter anguish to the Lord, saying, "How long will you allow the wicked to prevail and the righteous to suffer?" Maybe you've been in this same place where you've said, "Lord, how long will you allow those who operate wickedly to prosper? They are corrupt and deceitful. They have compromised and walked away from your principles, and yet they prosper in all they do." Maybe you've also seen people who faithfully do what the Lord asks and who live righteously deal with much warfare, one blow after another. "How long, O Lord, will you leave us in this place?" is the bitter anguish from your soul. As Jeremiah did, you too pray for mercy. I believe that for you, God's grace and mercy are on the way. Despite the warfare, resistance, and demonic backlash you've been experiencing, you have stepped out to do what the Lord gave you the initiative to do. You have remained faithful. You have lived righteously. Don't ever believe God does not see you. But also, be aware, be sober. The enemy hates the purpose of God in the life of the believer. Whenever you step out in faith and obey the Lord, the hounds of hell will try to come after you to stop what God is doing in your life. But here's the good news. Those demonic spirits have no authority over you unless you allow them to. As the Scripture says, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17.